Welcome to dbForge Studio for SQL Server tutorials. In this video, we will show you how to optimize your SQL queries with Query Profiler, a powerful tool that helps you improve the performance of your queries and, as a result, of your databases. You are a software developer wondering why certain operations are lagging? A database developer struggling to find bottlenecks in your processes? A database admin looking for ways to accelerate SQL query execution? Then, Query Profiler is the right tool for you. With Query Profiler, you can easily examine your query execution plans, track resource consumption, and identify performance bottlenecks. Through intuitive visualizations, Query Profiler shows you what is going on during query execution and suggests optimization. Query Profiler is included in dbForge Studio, so there's no need to install it separately. Launch the Studio and click Query Profiler on the Start page. Let's see if your next query needs optimization. For example, you need to get a summary of all orders placed after a certain date. In dbForge Studio, you can easily do it with a query that retrieves a list of orders with their details and sums up the total order amount. For easier browsing, this list can be ordered by date, with the most recent order at the top. When the query is executed, Query Profiler displays its plan diagram, a visual representation of the data flow and the operations involved in the query. This visualization helps you see where improvements may be in order. For each node of the plan diagram, Query Profiler provides a lot of useful details. The number of actually processed or estimated rows, the CPU and memory usage, the time it took to compile the results, as well as other query-related information. The query executes with no errors, however. Query Profiler shows a warning associated with our statement. The table we are querying has a missing index, one of the most common database issues that may affect performance. When a table has no index, the query has to scan the entire table to retrieve the requested data, increasing the execution time and resource consumption. An index allows locating rows quicker and more efficiently. Now, what can we do to improve the query performance? Let's look at the Query Profiler diagram. The same warning that indicated a missing index suggests creating a non-clustered index on the order date column in our table. Let's add the index. Following the guidance provided by Query Profiler, we locate the sales.salesorder header table in Database Explorer and proceed to creating a new index for the order date column. A non-clustered index will accelerate lookup for the column without altering its physical data. Let's go back to Query Profiler and see if our database updates have any effect on the query performance. You can see that the warning is no longer there, and the estimated query execution cost is much lower. For each query run, Query Profiler provides complete information on all parameters related to its execution: memory usage, hardware-dependent properties, optimizer stats, usage query stats, parameter list, query plan, set options, optimization details. The plan tree shows a hierarchical sequence of operations that occur during query execution, helping you understand how the query is processed and where performance costs are generated. In the top operations list, you can see the most time and resource-intensive operations, which helps you identify optimization opportunities. The table I/O statistics present data on the inputs and outputs for all tables involved in your query, showing the number of logical and physical reads that occur during query execution. From these statistics, you can identify queries with excessive inputs and outputs, which can be a major performance bottleneck. Table indexing suggestions provided by Query Profiler can significantly reduce table inputs and outputs, bringing down the total time and resource consumption. This is how Query Profiler can help you optimize your databases and improve their performance. It gives you a convenient environment for experimenting, providing visual validation of your ideas. You can compare profiling results placed side by side, with performance improvements highlighted in green and declines in red. The bold font indicates the actual and desired amount of memory needed to perform the query. Query Profiler shows you how the updates you make to your database affect query performance, with changes shown for multiple parameters. You can instantly see if your updates have a positive or negative effect on the database performance, opening further improvement opportunities. As you have seen, Query Profiler is an essential tool for database optimization. Whether you are troubleshooting resource-intensive queries or seeking to simplify complex workloads, Query Profiler makes the process faster and more understandable. Now, it's all up to you. Download a free trial of dbForge Studio for SQL Server and get first-hand experience with the integrated Query Profiler. Thank you for watching.